triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports.
Now ETN to start the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
11.
Here's Lawrence. As he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
30 left.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley from 3 yards out.
And the Jaguars will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the gun, Jackson. Very quickly here, and it's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now.
Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught. It's Flowers. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw is Jackson. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Hands it off out of the gun.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down the number for getting this inside the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence.
A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Take Bigsby there to make the grab. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it 21-8.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyasade and Orkin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Report.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down, Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Jackson.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Take right open.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On third down, Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jags continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Being chased out left. And now here is another interception.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second and a yard at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So, game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
11.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, report.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Report. Middle.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is caught. Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from going up by 40. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Hey, report. Report.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hey, run.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scored.
And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks him, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Play action. It's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They go play action with Lawrence. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Now Lawrence.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Lawrence
finds his tight end Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 25-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout. You and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And the catch made by Hopkins.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like back.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 6 yards away.
And the Jaguars continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A short throw caught by Andrews. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
complete downfield on the left side.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum.
And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point try now for Patterson. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. And
my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade and Oregon.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to this.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.